What's hotter than a Kardashian headline? Apparently, the internet's collective meltdown over Kim Kardashian's parenting choices. Picture this: Kim Kardashian, pop culture's forever front row queen, strolling into an A-list party with her teenage daughter, North West, dressed in an outfit that screamed grown woman vibes. Cameras flashed. Social media erupted. And within minutes, Twitter, X, TikTok, and Instagram had turned it into the story of the week. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It is free and help us bring you enjoyable content. And of course, watch till the end. But here's the kicker. What really got people typing furiously wasn't just the designer dress, the flawless makeup, or the red carpet strut. It was the uncomfortable question many people started asking: when is it fashion forward, and when is it too far for a teenager? Buckle up, because this story isn't just another Kardashian controversy. Nope. It's about the blurred lines of celebrity parenting, the internet's obsession with judging moms, and the larger cultural debate over kids growing up in the spotlight. And trust me, you'll want to stick around, because this saga has layers. Kim Kardashian has been in the headlines more times than one can count, but this time, it wasn't about her billion-dollar business empire or her high-profile romances. Instead, the attention was laser-focused on her 11-year-old daughter, North West. Recently, Kim took North to an adults-only Hollywood event, and fans were quick to notice her daughter's attire: glamorous, body-hugging outfits, full makeup, and a confidence that seemed way beyond her years. On TikTok, one user quipped, "North's outfits cost more than my entire wardrobe, but why does she look like she's 21? Another posted a side-by-side of North and Kim from her early 2000s clubbing days, captioned, "The apple doesn't fall far from the Louis Vuitton trunk." The backlash spread like wildfire. Some accused Kim of robbing her daughter of childhood, while others defended her, saying it's simply the reality of growing up in Hollywood. But the internet wasn't satisfied with simple takes. Oh no, it turned into a cultural debate about parenting, celebrity privilege, and childhood in the digital age. So, what's really going on here? Let's peel back the layers. Imagine your preteen years. Braces, awkward haircuts, maybe some questionable fashion choices involving sparkly Justice hoodies or oversized graphic tees. Now, contrast that with North West, who's attending parties where the guest list looks like a Grammys after-party. The Kardashian kids have never lived normal childhoods. Their baby showers are covered by Vogue. Their birthday parties are more extravagant than most weddings. And their outfits? Custom-made by designers before they even hit kindergarten. But here's the million-dollar question. Is North West being robbed of a childhood, or is she simply living the life she was born into? Some critics argue that Kim is accelerating North's adulthood by thrusting her into adult spaces and wardrobes. Psychologists often warn that when kids skip steps in their developmental years, it can lead to struggles with identity and self-esteem later in life. But on the flip side, North isn't just any kid, she's Kanye West's and Kim Kardashian's daughter. She's been on magazine covers, attended Fashion Week, and sat front row at couture shows since she was in diapers. So maybe for North, this is childhood. Every time a Kardashian, or any celebrity mom, for that matter, makes a parenting decision, it feels like the world holds its collective breath, ready to pounce. Kim is accused of being too lenient one day, too controlling the next, and now of dressing her daughter too maturely. But let's be real. If North had shown up in a hoodie and sneakers, wouldn't the internet still have had something to say? Probably along the lines of, how could Kim let her daughter dress so casually at a Hollywood event? The truth is, moms, especially celebrity moms, can't win. And maybe that's the deeper issue here. Is the outrage really about North's outfit, or is it about society's never-ending obsession with critiquing how women raise their kids? Because notice how Kanye West, North's father, barely got dragged into the debate. Interesting, right? It's impossible to talk about this without diving into fashion. After all, that's the Kardashian family's bread and butter. North's controversial look wasn't just a cute dress. It was couture. And fashion, especially in Hollywood, isn't just about clothes. It's about identity, status, and making a statement. For Kim, fashion has always been a power move. From her early days as Paris Hilton's assistant to becoming the face of Balenciaga, she's used style as both a shield and a megaphone. Now, it seems North is inheriting that same spotlight. But here's the problem. When a teenager wears clothes designed for adults, it doesn't just look stylish. It blurs the line between girlhood and womanhood. And for many onlookers, that's deeply uncomfortable. Is it empowerment? Or is it exploitation? Fashion critics are split. Some praise Kim for raising a daughter with confidence and taste. Others warn that North's style choices could invite unwanted attention she's too young to handle. Kim and North aren't the first mother-daughter duo to spark this kind of controversy. Hollywood has a long history of child stars being pushed into adult roles far too soon. Think about Britney Spears, who was performing in crop tops at 16. Or Lindsay Lohan, who went from Disney darling to red carpet wild child almost overnight. Or even Willow Smith, who admitted years later that the pressure of fame as a child left her struggling to find herself. So, is Northwest on the same trajectory? That's what critics fear. Because once the line between child and adult blurs, it's hard to go back. And the internet, once it locks onto an image of you, rarely forgets. But here's where things get complicated. Maybe North is rewriting the script. Maybe, unlike those who came before her, she'll grow up with more control over her narrative. Maybe her mom, who knows the pitfalls of fame firsthand, is actually preparing her to handle the spotlight with more strength than past child stars ever had. Still, that's a lot of maybes, isn't it? Okay, let's flip the mirror for a second. While it's easy to wag fingers at Kim, North, or Hollywood in general, maybe the real issue is us, the audience. Every time a headline like this drops, the internet goes into overdrive, dissecting outfits, body language, and parenting decisions like we're all certified experts. But who keeps clicking, sharing, and commenting? Us. The Kardashian empire thrives on attention, whether it's positive or negative. And the more we obsess over these controversies, the more fuel we add to the fire. In a way, our collective outrage is what keeps the machine running. Before we wrap up, let's zoom out for some real-world lessons, because not everyone reading this is raising a future fashion mogul in the spotlight. Still, Kim's parenting controversy sparks some relatable aha moments. Set boundaries early. Whether you're a Hollywood star or a regular parent, kids need limits. Childhood doesn't last forever. Protect it where you can. Beware the highlight reel. Social media has us all curating grown-up versions of ourselves earlier and earlier. Remind kids and ourselves that the internet isn't the whole story. Criticism comes anyway. Parents will always be judged by strangers at the grocery store, by neighbors, and yes, by millions online. Sometimes the healthiest move is tuning it out. Kim's choices may not sit well with everyone. But maybe the real reason this story blew up is because it forces us to confront bigger, messier questions. How do you raise a child in a world where growing up too fast feels unavoidable? How do you give kids space to be themselves while shielding them from pressures they can't fully understand? Love her or loathe her, Kim Kardashian has once again sparked a conversation that's bigger than one outfit, one night out, or one family. It's about childhood, fame, motherhood, and the way the internet magnifies every choice to a global debate. So here's the challenge. Instead of just scrolling past and judging from afar, what if we actually use stories like this to reflect on how we view childhood, celebrity, and our own role in the media machine? Because if the internet is on fire, maybe it's not just about Kim, it's about us tossing the matches. Do you think Kim is giving North the freedom to express herself, or pushing her too fast into adulthood? Drop your thoughts, debate it, share it. This is one conversation that isn't cooling down anytime soon.